Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. How are you doing today? I hope you are doing good. Me, myself, I'm pretty amazing. And today I'm very, very happy and pretty exciting for having here our classmate Gabby, who is a student here in this university. So today, this interview is going to be very awesome. I hope you like it. If you like it, just, comment down below and it's going to be something very interesting and amazing. Hello, Gabby.
Hello, Fidel.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. It's a beautiful day here in
Good.
Acarape, in our university. I'm really excited and I'm glad that you invited me because it's really nice to, talk to people and meet other people in this university. Unilab is very good to, promote these gatherings and these meetings, and I'm very happy.
Great. That's very amazing. So we have a very important topic. We are going to discuss about the importance of the language in university or in academy. So, and we have here a special guest who is going to tell us a little bit this process of acquiring, of having knowledge of the language, inside of academy. And Gabby, more than somebody else, she's going to explain us how does it work out, definitely. So, Gabby, what you think about it?
Well, nowadays I'm a master's student in this university. I am studying at the Humanities Interdisciplinary Master, and one of the things that we need to do in order to achieve our master degree is to have proficiency in another language.
Great.
So our first language is Portuguese, or in case of the international students, Portuguese is your second language,
Great.
right?
Yeah.
Many of you in your, countries, cities, and communities, you speak another language.
For sure.
And then after, or at the same time, you learn Portuguese,
Yeah.
right? But when you go to the masters, you need to have another language, the proficiency in another language. So you can, make a test or in Spanish or in English. And my language of choice is English because I learned to speak in English and some words when I was a little kid with my grandfather.
Great.
So to me, it's not only important to speak another language, to get my master's degree or to make a test or to fill an application,
Yeah.
but speaking in English to me reminds me of my grandfather.
Great.
So it's very important to me to, exercise this other language. And it's very good that here I have the opportunity to do it.
Great. I know that in a university we have seen a lot of people who do not have any kind of interest in order to learn English. What kind of advice should you give to those guys who are attending a college but they don't speak any other language like English, which is the most important language nowadays? What kind of advice should you give to them?
Well, I would, first of all, I would tell that, we both like English
Yeah.
as our, second or third or fourth language.
Yeah.
That's amazing. But some people find, I don't know if it's difficult, but they just don't like the language. The sound is not good, or the words they don't make sense.
What is on the base of it, in your point of view?
So to me, the advice I would give is that if you want or you need to speak English or learn English as another language, you should start for something that you like.
Great.
For example, sometimes you can go to a class to learn with a teacher and with some colleagues, or maybe you can start by yourself, like watching some movies or listening just to a music that you like, and trying to bring this language to your life, to
Great.
your
Great.
routine, and trying to do it in a way that you can enjoy the process.
Great. So, besides, for example, studying here, did you have a contact with the English language in other place?
No, here. actually here and at my house because my grandfather used to speak English. He's not here anymore. He passed away a few years ago. And my mom speaks English too, and she also speaks Norwegian. So sometimes at house, we speak to each other and we exercise this language. So sometimes I speak with my boyfriend because he's also, he knows English, but he needs to improve. Like we all need to improve, conversation or reading, comprehension, listening. So sometimes we speak with each other, to each other, and these are the spaces where I can speak this language.
Okay, I have another question. Many people say that when we speak Portuguese, we have a very limited access to many English, I mean, to many books in Portuguese. But whenever we speak English, we just have this facility of like picking up, some books, articles, phrases, and so on. Do you think, like, since the day you learned English, you did have this facility to like absorb the information in English?
This came with time and exercise, because in the beginning I could understand some words and some understands, a sentence or a title or a music. This reading ability, it was built. So, day after day, time after time, I was learning this. Today, I can, read a text and understand the most of it. So, I, sometimes, for me, for example, I want to be an intellectual, make research.
Produce science. Produce science.
Yes, yes,
Good.
in a science aspect of this thing, it's very important to know another language because sometimes we need to read some article or some essay that it's not written in Portuguese or Spanish. So we need to learn or ask help, ask for some friend, someone who can understand this language in order to have access to that information. So for me.
So, in your particular case, what kind of place would you like to work whenever you finish your graduation or your post graduation? Tell me.
Okay. I have a dream that I need to be a university teacher
Oh, good. That's good.
and a researcher and an intellectual, just like Bell Hooks and Laila Gonzalez and other, and many other Black feminist women. So my dream is to, when I go to my doctors, when I go to my go search my doctor's degree, I want to go to some place where my parents was a teacher. So, maybe Oxford or New York City College or Bay Area College. So it's my dream to go there. So I can be in a place where my intellectual mentor was, and to exercise this another language.
That's very wonderful. As I told you before, this interview should be very, very interesting. Before we go to the end, we are going to give opportunity to Gabby to say something, to give the final consideration, some aspect. But I really loved it. It was something amazing. It's like undescribable. I can't describe what I'm feeling right now. But thank you very much for your presence here.
I want to thank you, Fidel. And sometimes my sentences are imperfect, and some words that I speak in this other language aren't perfect. But it's a learning process. You don't just wake up one day and you are, knowing everything and knowing every word and knowing every fact. It's an everyday thing. It's an everyday. You go step by step and you learn something new every day. So to me, it's very nice to be here and to know you in
Good.
class.
Thank you.
And I want to thank you all. And I won't, apologize for the way I speak. Like,
No,
oh
don't do
my
that.
God, it's not perfect because, as I told you, it's an everyday process.
Great. We hope to have you here over and over and over again, right?
I will, I will accept the invitation for
For
sure.
sure, I'll do it. Thank you very much. Bye for now. See you.